You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get a rant by becoming one of those people. This one comes from Miki Stopwatch, who wants me to rant about Yokohama Kaidashi Kiko, or Yokohama Shopping Log. I was first introduced to this story by an anime blogger, I believe named Shiroth, or Shiro, who described it as if Aria is the cannabis of Iyashikei anime, then Yokohama Shopping Log is like injecting heroin directly into your eyeballs. And that's always stuck with me, because it's true. Like, when you think of Iyashikei, you think, slow scenes, panning shots of gorgeous locales, soft characters, mostly girls, lots of Yuri hinting and shit like that. A lot of that, I don't know if it so much originates from Yokohama Shopping Log, but, it's like the the ultimate example of all of those things, that came out, I think, in the late 90s when it started, and the manga is like 10 volumes. The anime adaptation, which I've only read like a chapter of the manga and seen the OVAs, but Yokohama Shopping Log is the slowest, the most panning-ass shots across pretty-ass backgrounds, drawn, of course, by Shinichiro Kobayashi, the master in the background of 40 years of Japanese animation, as my video is called. And he, you just are looking at pretty images and feeling this soft sense wafting over you of relaxation and mono no aware, because it takes place in a post-apocalypse Japan, sort of. It basically, the water levels have risen considerably, and Japan is just kind of on its way out. Everybody's just like, oh, whatever, we're gonna all die, so let's just ride out our last days in peace. And the main character is a robot girl, an android girl, living in this house in, I guess, outside Yokohama, in the middle of the plains, waiting for her master to come back. I guess it's Waiting for Godot as a relaxing anime or something. And there's another robot girl who she kisses in order to transmit information between them, just in case you thought this was too classy for an anime. But yeah, I mean, it's mostly a show about like these small stories that I could not tell you a single fucking thing that actually happens, because like I can't cling to any moment in this show. It's not something where like you feel this sense of progression in the narrative. You are deliberately put into this dreamlike sort of just state of letting it wash over you. And it's not easy to stay awake through, but it's pleasant, and it looks good, and a lot of people really love it. I don't entirely know why. I mean, I like it. I think it's fine. Most of these Iyashikei shows don't really do much for me, because I'm not somebody who really looks to media for relaxation, I guess. I don't really... I find it impossible to pay attention to. I just find myself drifting away, thinking about other things, not really paying attention, falling asleep. I think the first time I watched because there's 4 OVA episodes, each of which are 30 minutes long, and I don't think I've ever seen all 4, because I've always passed out at some point trying to watch them all at once. But it's a pleasurable experience, just one that is very experiential. It's about getting lost in the moment and feeling whatever feeling it's meant to convey, which I guess is just the sense of mono no aware. I don't know. Maybe there's more depth to it that I've never explored. The manga is quite long, so there's definitely a lot more to it than what is present in the OVA. I don't know if it ever becomes more plot or thematically driven, and there are stories being told, but again, like, I've watched this OVA multiple times and I do not remember what the fuck happens in a literal sense, other than androids kissing, because that's the part that held my attention. So anyway, if you like Iyashikei, you gotta watch it, because it's the godfather of the whole goddamn genre. It's the big daddy Iyashikei show. Otherwise, if you don't like Iyashikei, stay as far away from this one as possible, because it's the most Iyashikei of all time.